Welcome guys, this is Edwin, and today we'll continue the chat about some badass knives right here. Today guys, we have a beauty, and one that if you like thick knives, brothers, man, you're going to love this one. And not a lot of people know the whole XHD lineup of Emersons, okay? So let me show you this guy right here. This is the XHD HMMVK or HMMVK. Okay, let me show you that name right here so you can Google it yourself. This guy was released in 2016, okay? And they have done releases on and off on this model. I actually did a video on the prototype of this model, but in this case you're looking at a production XHD HMMVK, and like you can see, serial number 111, still S35VN. But before we go into all that fun, man, this guy is a thick knife. Let me show you now. Sometimes you cannot tell, but let me tell you right now, the weight of this guy is like 9.5 ounces or something like that, okay? The thickness of that blade is 3/16 if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think it's like 3/16 in terms of thickness. And let me show you how it compares with a normal, production Emerson, so you get an idea. This is a CQC7, and that's how you can tell. Like, oh, now I see what you're saying. The titanium liner, the log, the G10, everything is bigger on the XHD models. And this is one that started it, but they have done the 7, the Flipper 7, they have done the Commander, the Horseman, the Sheepdog. And guys, I'm saying that we're going to see another of these models. I don't know what style. I'm saying the Iron Dragon, but actually last night we were having this live chat on XHDKKKKK, and Steve Kyle mentioned something that really makes sense. The Roadhouse. Maybe we'll see an XHD Roadhouse. I'm sticking with the Iron Dragon, but then Roadhouse, hey, that's sick too. Okay, but guys, really thick, like I mentioned. Thick liners, thick G10. You have this Skull Crusher backspacer right there, okay? It's called the high-rise checkering backspacer with rear impact grooves right there, like you can see. And this is all from Emerson Knives. It's running on bearings. Like I mentioned, this guy is a beautiful Tanto chisel ground blade right there. Okay, and like you can see, it has even an insert on that lock face right there. Very cool. Okay, running on bearings, like I mentioned. What else, brothers? What else? Beautiful G10, and it's a freaking tank. Let me show you how it compares. This is a 4-inch blade, 3.9 inch blade, overall 9 inches. Okay, so let me show you how it compares with the normal size CQC7. And I was able to play with the XHD CQC7 at Blade Show Atlanta from my brother in the community, so you can see how it compares right here. Now, I was able to play with a Commander. They're all overbuilt, just like this baby right here, okay? So if you like the thick ones, hey, look at the XHD lineup, okay? So back to this, the CQC7 right here, that's how it compares. Let me tell you, let's say that you say, Edwin, this is a little bit too much for me, but I really like that profile. Well, brothers, look at the big Bulldog, okay? Because the big Bulldog is basically similar. It's not a one-to-one, I know, but it's very similar in terms of that Tanto profile that you get in the Humvee model, okay? Obviously, these lines are different, but still the ergonomics in both of these models is great. Excellent ergonomics between the two, okay? But you can see that there's a lot of similarities between the big Bulldog in terms of size and ergonomics and all that, and that Tanto blade, and that XHD Humvee. Of course. Bam! That's That's different, brothers. That's different right there. But guys, you know, just hanging around, showing you some nice, having some good time right here. This is how it compares against the SMG that I'm carrying today. And that's it. Other than that, if you have any question about this beautiful, beautiful XHD model, hey, check it out because you will notice all the other ones as well. It's one of those that you don't see a lot, but man, the ones that have it love, love, love this model. And like I told you, 2025, I think we're going to see one out there again. So guys, if you have any questions, you know where to contact me. Calo PR on Instagram, of course, caloblaze.com. Under recommendations, I have all the links of the main groups that we're always hanging out, okay? So Emerson Echo Group, Emerson Operators, USN Forums. You guys have a great day out there. Bye.